It's a day of ceremony and a day of grieving those who never made it home from residential schools.
There's a lot of hurt in our communities. We say we're all right, but we know it's still inside us.
And now a funding commitment from the Canadian government to put in the work outlined in the final reports of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
To identify and delineate burial sites and to memorialize, commemorate, and return their loved ones' remains home.
We're ready to work with the leadership as soon as they're ready to move forward in terms of the search.
Cynthia Desjardins is part of the leadership on the Saskatchewan First Nation looking into the unmarked graves behind Saskatchewan's last intact residential school. And as a band counselor and a second-generation residential school survivor, Desjardins says these federal dollars promise action on something many elders have thought about for years.
What could they do? Their voices were hushed. You know, they couldn't say that to the Oblate Fathers, the nuns, the Catholic Church, saying, well, there's graves out there. They would have been hit or what? They probably were. You know, they probably were told, shut up or we're going to take your children.
Ground-penetrating radar a few years back, paid for by the Saskatchewan First Nation, has shown in this small area alone the remains of at least 35 residential school children are buried, and that's believed to be only a start.
I hope and pray it's not in the hundreds.
According to the FSIN, a number of Indigenous communities are already set to begin these searches with ground-penetrating radar as early as this summer, including here at Saskatchewan's last standing residential school. Jessie Anton, CBC News, Saskatchewan First Nation.